Yo, what's up guys? I want to talk about a bit more how the current talent system right now in the game is just really not that good, especially in terms of variety and how the fact you only need to invest very little points into certain stats to get as much out of the game as possible in terms of a max efficiency build. Everybody goes for these stats nowadays, the ones to get exoskeleton, the ones to get the basic agility talents, spine cutter, etc, etc. I would like to propose a new system for this, which would allow me to also talk about other things that are plaguing the game right now, and that is a skill tree system. I feel like a skill tree system will resolve a lot of the problems currently in Deepwoken, especially because one is the lack of variety between builds. With a skill tree system, it is going to be possible to laser focus down on specific talents that normally were really easy to get right now, and they shouldn't be so easy to get. This system will hopefully make it much harder, and therefore you must have prerequisites of certain talents that you can then allocate in the skill tree system to eventually arrive to the talent that you want, instead of having to roll randomly with RNG and luck, knowing that they are also removing luck, which gives me hope for something that this might be added, or something similar at least. For example, rare and legendary talents would be found at the bottom of certain skill tree paths and would require a hefty amount of investment in order to gain the mass amount of bonuses that they grant. For example, exoskeleton is one of the main culprits. 35 fortitude you can get very easily in trial of 1 right now, and you're immediately eligible to run for exoskeleton. Going along with this system, which is very flexible in terms of how you'd want to change the game and change the mechanics within it, which is very modular in my opinion, I feel like they could also be a new introduction of mantras, but variants of existing mantras instead of new mantras. Right now, another problem that I think is adding to the lack of variety between builds is the lack of variety in the mantras themselves. There are some mantras that have different variants, such as Lightning Impact or Dark Blade, by using specific sparks, and other ones that I will not mention here. But I do feel like if every mantra in the game had at least 2 variants, and in this new skill tree system you could actually invest your points into getting these new variants, then most builds would actually be able to have more than one mantra of the same mantra, if you understand what my point is. I feel like this would not only make more builds unique in the sense that not everybody's going to be running around with the same mantra all the time, but it would also allow for the removal of the current spark system, which I personally think to be flawed. The reason why I think this system is flawed is because, using Darkblade as an example, there is no need to invest with points in order to get the extra slash at the end. All there is that you need to do is use a spark, which is basically no investment whatsoever. Maybe it'll increase the mantra cost by 1%. Meanwhile, other mantras like Lightning Impact require talents to get their certain variants, meaning you actually have to invest a part of your level into getting a new variant. I feel like there's a huge disbalance between the talents that don't require this talent to invest in, and then those that just require sparks. Now, in my opinion, with a new skill tree system as I have proposed, it would be a lot easier just to invest completely into being able to choose your variants by choice on the skill tree. Or you just don't add those at all and you go completely to the spark system. Preferably, I would rather use the new skill tree system and have to actually invest into the new variants. Before I finish the video though, I would like to talk about one more thing. I have made a few community posts that have gotten a lot of attraction about how people want Layer 2 to be, as in what are they expecting the most from it and what are they not expecting the most from it. The 2 main culprits that I saw was that they are looking for, or rather the community, my community, is looking for more weapon types and magic types, as well as there is a lack of content in the game, which I think everybody can agree on. I would like to suggest, because of this, a new weapon based on magic. Now, it wouldn't change any of the fundamental combat in the game. It would literally be the same as a flintlock, for example. It would be, let's say, a magic book that you can use to cast your M1s, which wouldn't be projectiles. They would just be kind of magic blasts that have a bigger AoE, just like guns in the game right now. It would still have a normal parry and block, maybe with a bit of different SFX perhaps. but in this way at least we can add more flexibility to the weapon types, as well as retaining the same melee in the game as of right now. Let me know what you guys think of this idea and the rest of the ideas that I have proposed in this video, and maybe you think this could actually fix some of the problems in the game. I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.